am back at you with another DJs BrewTube beer review. It's time for me to dive into a beer from one of my favorite brewing companies that's making barrel-aged stuff that rocks the easy. What brewing company is that, you may ask? It is Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City, Missouri, US of A. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have from them? We have the 2018 edition of Rye-On-Rye. This is a rye ale, as kind of like the name suggests. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 12% ABV and 33 IBUs. Now, in this beer, they tell you what they're using for hops, but they don't tell you what they're using for malt. I think in the past they did, but now they don't. But they're using Pearl, Magnum, and Sapphire hops. So, I guess that's kind of cool. But what is really cool about this beer is that it's 2/3 barrel-aged beer that's been barrel-aged in Templeton Rye whiskey barrels for 11 months, and then 1/3 fresh beer. You're saying, why 1/3 fresh beer? Because when they taste it, they say, you know what, it's so intense with rye, we gotta blend it down with some fresh beer so it's not too barrel-aged intense and up in your grill. Now, this is a beer that I generally drink cellared, but it's fresh, just came out, it's been in the bottle just a few days, so we're gonna do it fresh. Why the hell not? Because it's tasty. Anyway, as you'll remember, I think in 2017 and 2016, one of my very favorite beers was what? Rye-On-Rye-On-Rye, which is awesome. And this year they're doing Rye-On-Rye-On-Rye-On-Rye. So I gotta find me a freaking growler of that. Anyway, enough said. Time to stop flapping my gums, pop the top on this bad boy, get in the Pocal glass here, and tell you what's up with Rye-On-Rye 2018 edition. Hell yes. Boom. Gigantic hiss off the top. Obsessively collectible Boulevard Smokestack Series crown. They don't promote that Smokestack Series thing as much as they used to, but hell, you know, whatever. Sorry, I had to take a smell of that. I really dig this beer. Look at that. Look at that delicious, rich, it looks like freaking rye whiskey in the glass. Man, we're going to pour this one deep. Why? Because we can. So, let's talk about the appearance of this beer. It is a gorgeous kind of caramel garnet color. Deep and rich. There's like ruby glints coming out, but it looks a lot like caramel. We've got in this petite glass here a 1.25 fingers of super tightly packed bubbles. When I swirl it, man, I think we might get some glass lacing, but at the 12% ABV, we're getting tons of alcohol lace. But take a look at that beer. That is a gorgeous drop in the glass. But you know what? It looks pretty, but it's got to smell good too. So let's see what's up with the aroma. Man, a big blast of rye whiskey right up front. After that, I'm getting some bright citrus, some pine actually, a little bit of lemony notes, caramel. Smooth, smooth rye whiskey from front to back. A bit of spice. Bit of burnt brown sugar. But it's really all about the rye and the rye whiskey in this aroma. Good hit of vanilla. Some char. It smells delicious. It's kind of like almost, because of the hoppiness of this one that's fresh, it's almost in some ways like a barrel-aged American Pale Ale. I'm not going to say IPA, but there's a good bit of like hoppiness in the background of here from the, you know, Pearl, Magnum, and Sapphire, still left in it even after the 11 months. But it smells awesome. The rye spice and the whiskey are definitely large and in charge. Let's dive in. Cheers! Wow. Wow. Rye whiskey licious. Look, awesome glass lacing. Wow. Right up front, the first thing you get, and I mean the first thing, is a hit, a punch of rye whiskey. I guess that's why they toned this down, but wow. Super smooth. After the rye whiskey, you get caramel, rye spiciness, I guess, from all the freaking rye malt they used in this, combined with the rye whiskey. There's a bit of warming in the chest, but there's no, I guess, present alcohol or up-in-your-face alcohol with this beer. Man, caramel in the aftertaste, like actually a bit of toffee and caramel. Let me take another taste of this. It's like I'm drinking a shot in a beer almost, because the rye whiskey is that present. A bit of char. Tons and tons of vanilla developing now as the beer invades my palate more. The hoppiness that was in the nose is definitely not really that present in the beer. I guess it's serving as like a bitterness counterbalance to the sweetness and the spicy notes of the whiskey and the rye malt at the same time. But man, super smooth, super easy to drink. Besides the warming in the chest, you really don't know this is a 12% beer. If you get too hard into a 4-pack of this, which is what it comes in now, used to be only 750 mils like we see on the Rye-On-Rye here. But man, yum. It's a beer I really dig. So let's grade this beer because I want to finish drinking it. So, Beer Advocate at time of recording is giving this 4.22 out of 5 caps. That's definitely into their high A range, maybe verging on A+. And Untapped is giving this 4.18 caps out of 5. And for them, that's very high A because, maxing out 4.5 is really big A+ for those guys. Let me take another taste of this. I'm going to go just outside of the A+ range for me anyway. This is a 97 beer. When it sellers, to me, it's an A+ beer. And that reminds me, I got to dig out a cellar bottle of this and review it. I've got several years of this somewhere here in the dungeon, God knows where. But anyway, let's talk about something important. Have you had Rye-On-Rye 2018, 2017, 2016? If you have, 15, 14, whatever, let me know what you know because I like to quid pro quo and the back and forth because your opinion matters too. I like to hear it. Also, if you could do me a really big favor and think globally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement to help all the diversity that craft beer land has created keep expanding like an ever-expanding universe, that would pretty much freaking rock. Also, if you could do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, especially if you just joined us for the first time today, that would be pretty freaking awesome. Hit that sub button, and if you could think about maybe, I don't know, kind of smashing that like button, that along with, at 12%, probably only one bottle of Boulevard Brewing Company's Rye-On-Rye 2018 is all I'm going to need to put my big-ass happy face on. So, it's the next DJs BrewTube. I got nothing but a hell of a bunch of Rye-On-Rye drinking love for you, and you know what's coming by now, don't you? Hell yes, a big-ass peace out!